Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all out there. Although I can't see you, but I'm gonna pretend I can see you, and I'm gonna pretend this is my crib right now. Look at here. Got to tell y'all something, man. This is the best kept secret. I'm the host, David Katash, here on UBSN Television. Are you serious? No, UBSN. But check it out. We got this awesome interview with this awesome artist today. She goes by the name of Hope Flood. Y'all know her from Def Comedy Jam. Y'all know her from Baby Boy. Y'all know her from Comic View. And she's just doing great things all over this country. So we just want to have a good time and have a great interview. If y'all have any questions, y'all hit me right there on the YouTube. The YouTube is For Katash. Right there, you can get it right there on YouTube. But for right now, we're just going to show a little bit of her comedy, and then we're going to bring her right in. We'll be right back.
How y'all doing? Let me sit down because I'm old. How many people old? Oh, over 40 people. Clap if you're over 40. These 40s is kicking my butt. You can't eat nothing when you're over 40, can you? Everything have you on the toilet, don't it? I can't eat cheese. I can't drink milk. I'm in the shower. I get soap in my mouth. I'm on the toilet 3 days. I can't even eat soap. Gray hair everywhere. You catch me on a bad day, I might have a goatee up in here, okay? I tweeze all day. I got 400 pair of tweezers. Can't see nothing. I got $1 million dollar store glasses. One to read, one to cook, one to drive. Then you be looking for them. They right on the top of your head. I'm old. You know you old when you on your cell phone and you looking for it at the same time. Be like, I can't find my cell phone. Kids playing this Candy Crush. Okay, bye. I got to find my cell phone. Bye. I got to sit down because my knees are messed up. My knees are toe up. I'm at the club. Young brother said, Hope, I want you to drop it like it's hot. I said, I can't drop it like it's hot. I can fall like it's lukewarm. I'm old. You know you old when you get in the bed and you can't get out the bed. Remember you used to just hop out the bed. Now you gotta, what's that hawking at night? What is that? Every day at 3:30, I gotta take a nap. Every day at 3:30.
Hey, with no further ado, will y'all please put your hands together for my girl, y'all girl, this flood of hope. Give it up for Hope Flood, y'all.
Hey, boo, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. Good to see you. How you been doing? That's the question.
I've been all right. You know, out here working and grinding and trying to put this convention together. I'm behind, but it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen.
Hey,
you look nice. Is that your house? Wow. You're doing good in comedy. US, the BN network is doing good. I like that wood. And
you see the piano?
Yes, you play. I didn't know you played. Trying to get your Jamie Foxx on, huh? Hey, Tanja. Yeah, he's a great person. He's a great guy.
Hey, look, you did a convention last year, and I'm telling you, you created a whole lot of confidence and a whole lot of comedians, including myself. I mean, what you did down there was fantastic. And I'm looking forward to talking about that, but we're gonna start from square one. We're gonna start talking to you about. Let's see what we're gonna talk about. Well, first of all, this is my girl Hope Flood, and she's a comedian, actress, producer, on-air personality. Tell us a little bit about the radio.
It's such a funny story. Well, it's a weird story. Every year I would go to Charlotte to do the Comedy Zone, and we had to get up and do radio in the morning. And the guy that we did the radio with, BJ, I didn't know that he had been watching me all these years. And so in 2003 or 4, late 2003, I went to do the Comedy Zone and did the radio. He pulled me to the side and he asked me, was I interested in doing radio? He was getting ready to make a move from there. And I was like, I guess, I don't know. And so he says, well, I'm not taking none of these people with me, maybe one or two. He said, but I'm going to get a whole new crew. He said, either I'm going to LA, San Francisco, or Dallas. And I said, okay. And so we kept in touch and everything. He would text me, you still interested? You still available? Yeah. And everything. I'm thinking he's going to come to LA. He ended up getting the gig in Dallas. And I came out there and he brought two of the people that were on the morning show with him. And I didn't know them. And I came out there and we cut the commercials and took pictures and we gelled like we had been working together for years. And wow. So we took the station from a 0.09 to a 2.9 in less than 2 years. And that's unheard of in radio.
Well, explain what that is, because I don't even know what that is.
It's the ratings. It's the people that listen in the ratings.
Wow.
They were very low. And so we took it from a 0.09 to a 2.4, which is very high in less than 2 years. And the only reason I'm not on the radio anymore is we got caught up in the syndication war with Steve Harvey, Tom Joyner, and Ricky Smiley. And the owner wanted Steve Harvey, and so that's how we ended up not being there anymore. It wasn't nothing we did wrong or anything like that. It's just sometimes it is what it is,
See, and that's why I don't like the syndication, because here I live in Virginia, in Norfolk, now we got the Breakfast Club, but we used to have, I know you know who Angus Black is, a comedian here that's, doing his thing. And they took him off the radio, and then now it's a Breakfast Club. Like, we like the Breakfast Club, but I mean,
who do you have for local stuff? Like, it's national. What happens when there's local things that happen in Norfolk that y'all need to have that information? You need to know what's going on locally. If the streets are got off, cut off, or if there's an accident or whatever. Like, so usually they'll keep a local person on there for that reason, just to be able to give the local people the local news.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I heard that you had a business, and for some reason it's called High Hopes. Tell us a little bit about highhopes.biz.
High Hopes is my cannabis business with my son and I. My son smoked so much weed, I figured I had to figure out how we're going to make money off of this. And so when I moved back to California in 2012, I got into the business and stuff, and I just really started off with going to dispensaries and just buying their stuff and then selling it. And then I met a girl that was a comedian, and she was homeless at the time, but she was in the cannabis business. So I said, well, I had a place in Long Beach and I had a place downtown at the time. And so I said, well, if I let you stay with me, you teach me how to make products. And she said, yes. So that was our exchange. So she taught me how to make butter and sugar and all the stuff I needed. And once you have that basis, all you do is follow the recipes and stuff. You make your own brownies, your cookies, and things like that. So I'm basically what you call an infuser. I can infuse and medicate anything. I have over 200 products on my site. I make everything fresh. So if you order cookies today, I make cookies today. If you order brownies today, I make brownies today. I don't have stuff just sitting around. The gummies I do because they'll laugh. They're non-perishable, so they'll last a long time. But I make chips and Girl Scout cookies, all kinds of stuff. I can medicate everything. I have honey and just all kinds of stuff. So I'm constantly baking everything and mailing out stuff to people. So,
I've heard horror. So I'm a church boy. But I will say, and I know church people do this too, so I'm just talking smack. But I will say, I've heard horror stories about it though. I know it helps, the CBD oil and all that good stuff helps out. But I've heard that people had gotten a little bit of too much of it, and they start hallucinating, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're like, they told me to take a little bite, and then I took a big bite, and then I was messed up.
Well, that's their damn fault. If somebody tell you to take a bite, you take a big bite. I mean, they telling you that for a reason, right? I mean, that's like my products. I tell people don't play with my stuff at all. I'm a little heavy-handed with the butter and oil and stuff when I'm making things. So, you know, if it asks for a half a cup, I might put a, you know, whole cup in it of butter and make it like that. But I tell people all the time, you know, don't fight your high. I mean, that's the purpose of getting high, is to get high. That's the purpose of ingesting it, is to get high. So why are people fighting it? So I tell people, ain't no use of you going to the emergency room. All they're going to do is check your vitals, and then they're going to go in the back and laugh at you. Yeah, more people go to the emergency room from eating edibles incorrectly. And
wow.
You know, yeah. So it just don't over. My girlfriend said, you be over medicated. I said, I don't, what does that mean? I'm just high, extra high. So, you know, and then the smoking high and the edible high is totally different. The smoking high, when you smoke weed, you get high. If it's a good strain, you get high automatically. Whereas the edible high, it takes time because it has to go through the whole digestive system and your whole bloodstream. So it takes longer. And all of my products taste just like that. So if I give you a brownie, none of my stuff, you could taste the THC in it. So you just eating a brownie thinking, oh, I'm just eating a brownie, just gonna keep eating a brownie and stuff, or eating cookies and stuff. Next thing you know, you stuck on stupid, okay, somewhere. And you just high.
I'll stay away from your brownies, because I love some brownies, but man, you gonna hit me, boy.
People come to my house, I'll be like, everything on this side of the refrigerator, don't eat. Okay, on this side you can have. I have a juice. I have a Hope juice for people with insomnia. So it has 5 stages. It makes you hot, horny, high, hungry, and then it's the best sleep of your life. And then I have a Hope ointment, and it's made with blueberry kush, essential oils, turmeric, black pepper, jalapeno, cayenne pepper, menthol, and we soak it in a crock pot for about 2 months. And then once you get that, you know, once we do it, we put it in jars, and once you put it on your skin or wherever you have pain, it just automatically takes that pain away and puts you to sleep. But the main thing I'm trying to do is educate people on the benefits of THC and CBD. CBD stands for cannabinoids. We have cannabinoid reflectors already in our body. So anything you ingest with CBD, it starts the healing process. And so, but it does not have THC in it, which is what gives you the euphoric high feeling and everything. So people who want to heal or want to use the product and stuff, but they have a job where they have to test, then it's best they do it with CBD. It does the same thing. THC and CBD have to work together in order to cure cancer, and it will cure cancer. And depends on what stage you are in. It's a healer. It's been around 100,000 years. Jesus used it in the Bible. I have 5 or 6 scriptures. I can show you where he used it.
Hold up. Bring the Bible out right now. I want to see the scriptures.
One is in Ezekiel, but he used it to heal people. When he made the salve to make the blind man see, he used the indica plant and everything, because the indica plant, that strain of weed, is a healer. And so he used that, and that's really was the only thing that was around back then. But it's been around.
Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Was he just high? Is that what it was?
Probably. The Indians used it. That's what was in the peace pipe. The Romans used it. The Greeks used it. So it's been around 100,000 years. It's not new. It's not a drug. Like prescription drugs will never heal you. It's just putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, and it keeps you addicted and stuff. Whereas cannabis is natural, CBD is natural, and it will heal you. And it's not addicting. And even if it was, it's not going to hurt you. So those are the difference.
And we're gonna change subject in a second, but I just want to ask you about did it do anything for your blood pressure? Because I stopped wearing them tight pants because of blood pressure issues. You know what I'm saying?
No, you should not wear them, because you just shouldn't wear tight pants. They got nothing to do with your blood pressure.
Oh, you did that. You did it to me.
Yeah, so you shouldn't wear tight pants anyway. Okay, so it has nothing to do with your blood pressure. Your blood pressure has to do with stop eating that pork. That's what your blood pressure ain't got nothing to do with the tight pants and stuff. But yeah, it can heal a lot of things and stuff. People come to me and they ask me about different things that cannabis heals. And I tell them, go to Leafly, LEAFLY.com, and you can, or Pinterest, and you can punch in any element, any problems that you have, and they'll tell you which kind of what products to use. And I usually have most of those products and stuff. I have, like I said, over 200 products on my site, highhopes.biz. You can order, I ship, and it's amazing. It's a $1 trillion business, and it's legal in about almost 50 states. It's 40. I think it's legal in 48 states now, either medicinally or recreationally. And we are both. We were the second state to go legal. Yeah.
Wow. And what state is that?
California, Los Angeles, California.
Oh, of course. Okay, all right. So what else do we got? What else we want to talk about? We want to talk about how you are a keeping it real type of actress and comedian and all that good stuff.
When I say keeping it real, like, on stage, I'm pretty transparent about my life. I'm transparent about, the things that I talk about on stage and joke about is actually about my real life,
Right.
And so I'm very transparent. In my first time on Comic View, 1997, I think, I was the first person to put penitentiary material and giving shout outs to the brothers in the pen, because that was my life at the time. My son's father was in jail. And so that was my life at the time. So I have a lot of brothers that come to me when they get out the penitentiary, and some of them in tears, thanking me for always remembering them and always shouting them out and everything. I met Mac Dre in the penitentiary. May he rest well. And so he was an amazing rapper that got killed once he got out. But anyway, I met him in the feds, a federal penitentiary. And so I've always been transparent about my comedy, because I feel like it's just not my life, it's somebody else's. And I feel like we as comedians, we're ministers of laughter. It's like when people go to church, they go to church to hear the word. They go to church to hear their favorite church song, or to be in the fellowship, to feel better. And that's what people come to the comedy club for. And I think it's our job to make them feel better for the time that they are there, because this is our gift. This is really a gift. Comedy and laughter. The Bible says that laughter is a healing medicine. And so this is our gift to the world. And so I don't play with it. I don't take it lightly. When I hit the stage and stuff, I know that I'm either helping somebody or I could be potentially hurting somebody.
I was gonna say, people at home, I was gonna say, like at the convention we went to last year, she just reminded me, man, she had us crying up in that jank. I mean, she's like, catching the Holy Spirit. I'm being for real, y'all. You wouldn't believe stuff like this happening. Y'all don't get to see that side of Hope. You said y'all hearing a little bit of it, but Hope went in, man. She was praying, and oh man, you know what I'm saying? People throwing their hands up, praising that.
Yes, Lord.
Man, I'm serious, but I was in tears. I was like, you won me. I was like, she got me. You know what I'm saying? But all right. So I know there was a movie you were in by the name of Baby Boy. People used to call me that, and I used to get pissed off about it. Tell me about that experience and all about it.
Basically, my girl Kim Whitley, she put me in my first movie. You guys know her from Raising Whitley. She was the vixen in the Friday franchise movie. She's been in a lot of stuff. You guys see.
She was in 227 too, right?
No, that's Jackie. What they look like. Kim would hate that if you said that right about now. It's she's always lived in Jackie. She's always lived in Jackie's shadow. So but Kim called me. John, who's a friend of ours, may he rest well. John Singleton. She had a show on BET. On BET at the time called Oh Drama. And it was her and Vanessa Bell Calloway and Mari Mar. And John loved the show. but he only loved Kim the most. And he's like, if you can get me some other girls, we can do it. And so she called me, and I went down there, and I know I did some research on John. I know he liked women with big titties and stuff. So I put on my little shirt with my big titties.
Ah!
And I went down there, and he just fell in love with me, and we did this skit, and it was 20 minutes extra in the movie, and he wrote that because he just loved that so much. And he came and filmed it himself, and he put cue cards up, and me and Kim would read them, and we would just go with it, or and it was just very impromptu, very improv. And we did that, and then he had to cut out 20 minutes of the movie, and that got cut out, and it was on the DVD though. It's called The Kiki and Boo Show, and it was just on the DVD. And so people who say that, they tell me that I saw you, and I'm like, really? But it was really supposed to be, at the time, Taraji being mad at Jody. She would watch this talk show in the morning, which was our show, and it was like a male bashing talk show. And she would watch it every morning and get all riled up and get geeked up and everything to go off on him. And so they had to cut it out, the movie and everything. But I miss John. We had some plans to do some things. When he died, I was in the parking lot at the hospital on my way to see him, and his daughter called his assistant, who I was with, and said he's gone. And so rest well, John, on your next journey. We miss you.
Did you get to see the what Melanie Camarcho's? She had a movie. I think it's called Boosters.
Mm-hmm.
Is out? Yeah. I think that's the last thing he got to do. So
he didn't do anything with that. She directed that.
No. I'm saying that's the last thing he was in. I believe. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I was checking that out, and that's sad, man. I really like that guy, man. Bang, bang, bang. That's my dude.
You're talking about John Witherspoon.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. You said John Singleton.
I'm talking about John Singleton.
I told you I ain't good with names. I'm sorry.
John Singleton wrote and directed Baby Boy. I don't even think John Witherspoon was in it. We call him Spoon. Spoon wasn't in that. He was in the Friday movie. You're talking about two different things, boy.
Oh yeah, John Singleton passed away too. Yeah. Dang, why did I get it too messed up? John Singleton, okay. I'm thinking comedy, but yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, all right. But yeah, I just totally changed subjects because that was a totally different person. But I love her.
Do I make you nervous?
A little bit when you said something about the titties. I was like, Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on. So I remember the very first show I saw you on when I was a kid. Oh, not to call you. I'm not trying to call you old. No. But it was on. I believe it was BET Comic View. Yes. Now, I saw you on Def Comedy Jam, but I remember seeing you on BET Comic View first. So tell me about that experience right there, because you were there for how many seasons?
10.
Good.
10 seasons. But it's so funny. I tell a lot of comedians half the time the battle is just to show up. The first 2 years when DL was the host, who DL was my mentor, started me in comedy. The talent coordinator and the producers wouldn't let me do the show, me or Cheryl Underwood. We were best friends at the time. They didn't want to do the show because they thought we were too blue and that we couldn't be clean. And what I tell comics all the time is that you can't write the punchline as dirty or profanity because it can't go anywhere. I like to curse, and that's just the seasoning, but the punchline is not profanity or anything sexual most of the time. So I could use that joke, and I can, like the clip you just seen that you showed. I did that at Faithful Central, which was one of the biggest churches here in LA, and I didn't curse one time because that was what was required, So, but the punchline isn't profanity. The punchline isn't sexual. So I could use that material. I just like to cuss. It's like having chicken. Can you have chicken without seasoning and stuff and just have salt and pepper? Yeah, but I like seasoning salt and stuff.
Right.
And so that's what it is. So they wouldn't let us do it for the two years. And then Cheryl and I said, let's just go down there And because then Cedric became the host, and we were like, who is this Cedric the entertainer? All these comedians that were already here living in LA, and they bring this guy in from St. Louis. Who is he? So we went down there and we were going to heckle Cedric and everything. And so after every time Cedric would tell a joke, we'd be like, where DL at? And we
oh my God.
We drink and eat chicken wings and just having a good time. And we did not know that that actual talent coordinator and producer had gotten fired, and they replaced them with my church mate friend, TJ McGee. He's passed away, may he rest well, but we grew up in church together. We used to sing in the choir together, and he was a Christian comedian, and he was one of the talent coordinators, and they had a new producer, and he came up to us and he said, they want you guys to do Comic View. And we're like, yeah, we would love to do it. He said, and he told us what the criteria was. We was like, yeah, we could do that. We could be clean for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So, right. And then we did it, and they loved us, and we did it for 10 years straight. And one year we even did a 1 hour special. They were doing a 30-minute specials. We won a 1 hour grandstand, and we did 1 hour. And so I did it for 10 years straight. We kept going back and doing it. 40 million people watch Comic View a day. So, and the guy who did the editing loved me, so he always put me on. So I was on Comic View at least 3 times a week for 10 years at least. So
wow, that's sick. And I
tell comics all the time. Half the battle was just show up. Just show up sometimes and stuff. And don't show up to always get on the mic. Just show up and to support. Show up and, buy a ticket, sit down and have some drinks and stuff. And then when people ask you, do you want to go on? Just say no. And then they'll come back and they say, well, can I book you? And quit being a mic whore. I made a whole t-shirt design called Mic Whore, because some of y'all just be so too thirsty to get on a microphone. But then again, I'm 30 years in the game and stuff. I'm not thirsty like that. I can go and sit down and I'm not a mic fiend. I'll say maybe I was, but if you 1 to 2 years into comedy and stuff, you should hit as many mics as you can.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna I'm gonna look at the questions, but I was gonna ask a question if you want to talk about it. So have you you and Cheryl Underwood, have y'all fixed y'all issues?
No, I mean, there is no issue. I just woke up one day 1999 after 15 years and said, I don't want to be your friend anymore. It was just toxic. And I just stopped being her friend. And people say all the time, you should call and apologize. I don't have anything to apologize for. I didn't do anything to her, so there's nothing to apologize for. Have we connected since then? Yeah, when I moved back to LA, I would come here. We would see each other sometime. I helped. She had had somebody write a play about her life, and she asked me to do Punch Up and with the play, because I know her life. I know the most about her. So I was able to really do a lot of input and put a lot into that script for her. When I got sick and had to have my gallbladder removed, she sent flowers and things like that. So, I've gone on the set when she first got the job on the Talk, when she first got the job. I went down there and supported her, whatever. We just, sometimes, some things aren't forever.
Coming over my, Could you hear that?
Yeah, sometimes things aren't forever, Sometimes things aren't forever.
But obviously, y'all still love each other, so
you better not say nothing about me. If you ever meet her, please don't talk no trash about me. She will not have it. But I'm just saying, she would not have it. You can't say, she can say whatever she wants, but you can't say nothing about me.
I know that's right.
Because people come back and tell me, it's like, I said something about you, and then Cheryl told me a new one. I said, yeah, she will. When people say stuff about her, I just be like, quit fucking with her then. Shit, okay.
So, all right, so let's look. Let's see, we got some questions here. We got my girl Tanja D. She wanted to say hello to you.
Hey.
Oh, my girl. Okay, this is one of my comedian friends here in Virginia. She said Leafy is her favorite reference. She's a adamant weed smoker. That's all she does. So she would definitely want to holler at you. Let me see who else we got here. I'm trying to get her going. I love the Comic View back in the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. What else we got here? I will be there this year.
Yeah,
Tanja.
she's already registered.
Yeah. We talked about you the other day. Okay, and it looked
She
like
came into our group, and I want to give you a shout out and say thank you for setting up the group for me, because I don't know what to do on Clubhouse and stuff. I was like, Katash, I need you to help me. And you did, and I appreciate it. I'm learning it even more. And we were in there from shit. I think we stayed in there about 2 hours and stuff, just clowning and talk about stuff. The guys tried to come in, and we like, y'all can't come in, get out. And they would leave. Some of them didn't want to leave, but they left.
Tanja, she told me I'm calling you old. I didn't call that woman old. But this is my mom right here, sweetheart. You are doing a good job, Mom. I love you. You're doing a good job. I like what you're doing. Want to say hello to your friend. This is a whole flood, Mom. She's a famous comedian. I used to sneak and watch on Def Comedy Jam while you would sleep. You know what I'm saying, when I was like 15 or something. But
Mom, it's not my fault. It's him. It's him. It's not my fault. They didn't have parental controls on the TV back then.
She know, man. She know I used to sneak out the house. I told her all that crazy stuff, man.
Nice to meet you, Miss Carolyn.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next thing. Let me see here. Well, you know what? We're gonna do a stage identification. We'll be right back. All right. So now we're gonna talk about Russell Simmons All-Star Def Comedy Jam. So tell us a little bit about that. You know, was it hard to get on and all that good stuff? I know you got some juices.
It wasn't hard to get on at all. At the time, I was really on my grind. So a lot of shows that were happening, I was able to get on with not auditioning per se. So the first year I went to do Def Jam, I think it was 97 as well. And I bombed, you know. I was so nervous and so excited. My first time going to New York, and, you know, people telling me all these stories about New Yorkers, like, don't say nothing to them. Don't look at them. Just look straight ahead. Don't act like a tourist. And I can honestly say I've met some amazing people in New York that I'm friends with to this day, 25, 30 years later. And so I went to do Def Jam the first time and I bombed. I lost my voice. The weather changed and I lost my voice and I couldn't talk. And the beautiful thing about Def Comedy Jam is that if you didn't do good, they wouldn't air your stuff. They just wouldn't do it and stuff. Whereas Comic View would air your stuff and put crickets and hourglasses and things like that. But Def Jam wouldn't do it. And so I was grateful for that because, you know, when you can't erase that stuff, you know, once it's there, you know, and people all the world to see you bombing. So they didn't air it. Of course, they paid me and still. And then I came back some years later and did it again and it was fine. So, yeah, so I did it twice. The first time it didn't air. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the one I saw you was straight killing that Jake. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I had to come back and redeem myself, you know, and it was probably almost 10 years later before they allowed me to do it again. And it wasn't really Russell or anything. It was the talent booker who I should hashtag me to his motherfucking ass. But that's
Lord, we gonna keep moving. Yes. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, you did you did Martin Lawrence First Amendment Presents.
Hosted by Doug Williams. Doug is a friend of mine, a comedian friend of mine, and it was his show. And Ricky Smiley actually was a part of that, helping to get talent that particular year. And he's the one who told them to put me on. And they did, and I did a good job. It was good.
Wow. So let's see. We got any more questions? If y'all got any questions out there, y'all just toss the questions. What's up, my dude, Scrap Dooley? That's another
Scrap.
comedian.
So, you know, Scrap. He said he's gonna see me at Tina's birthday party. You're hosting it? I thought Herman was hosting it, Scrap. Okay, it's no problem. It don't matter. I'll see you there. I know you're on the show. I'll see you there. I think Katasha's gonna come. Buck is gonna come. I'll bring some of my boys with me and everything. Yes. Tanja says, how do you handle bombing? Bombing is a part of growing in this comedy game. If comedians say they never bomb, they're lying. I mean, just because then nobody get up and walk out, or if they got up and walked out, you bomb. If they, if you crickets or things like that, you bomb. But sometimes also comics have to get okay with the silence. Sometimes you're not bombing and stuff. If people aren't laughing, they're listening, and they're engaged in what you're saying, so they're listening. So you have to be comfortable with that and get to the funny. So you bombing is a part of comedy. It's a part of growing. It's a growing pain. It's a growing spurt. So what it does is make you work harder and know that, okay, I got to conquer this. And I have been on stages where I bombed and I was like, I have to go back there and to redeem myself. And I'll go back there and redeem myself like I did with Def Jam. I was like, I got to redeem myself. I got to be great. And that's what I did and stuff. So, yeah. So bombing is a part of it. Oh, he said he's co-hosting. Okay. Did I turn that situation to a joke and an inspiration? No, not at the time. I was too young in the game. So I was devastated. I really was. It didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do, but I knew I needed to work harder. I had probably been doing comedy. I started doing comedy 1989 and 90. So I wasn't even 7 or 8 years in the game yet. So I kind of wasn't ready,
Wow. My lights turned off.
Your lights turned off.
Yeah, y'all know. No, I mean, like, never mind. I have an automatic light. If I ain't moving, I'm being stiff like a statue. Then
it's like motion detecting.
Yeah. I should have switched that off, but anyway. So one of the main things I really want to talk to you about. We've been talking about it a little bit, but it's the Comic Rock Convention that takes place in Atlanta, Georgia, on August 28th to September 1st. Am I right?
Yes.
And y'all, the ones that know me, that don't talk to me, know I told y'all need to come, including you, Kim Tucker. I told you, Miss Tucker, that you need to come on down to the Comics Rock Convention. You know what I'm saying? So you can get connected all over. It ain't just Hope. It's a lot of other Hope going on. And hollering, aha, hey, I did, hey. There's a lot of Hope going on down in the Comic Rock Convention. So I want you to tell us.
What did you just do? Have a mini stroke? What was that? What was that? What was that? A mini stroke or something?
It was so good. It was so good. It was so good.
Well, it's something that God put on my heart to do. And so I did it the first 2 years for just female comedians. It was called the Females in Comedy Convention. Mm-hmm. I did it in LA for 2 years. And then the male comedians wanted to be involved. They called threatening me and everything, talking about they dress on and they're going to put on some heels and a dress and a wig. I was like, okay, don't use the convention as an excuse to want to dress like a girl. Anyway, and so after 2 years, I rebranded the name and called it the Comics Rock Convention for all comedians to be able to come. It's not a Black thing. It's not a white thing or anything. It's a comedian thing. Amen. It's the information is colorless, So when I see white comedians, when I posted in some of these groups and the white comedians looking crazy or saying crazy comments and things, I say to I get on them like, you're missing out on a lot of information, but yet still you want us to come to all y'all festivals because y'all think white is always right, And so I took 30 years of what I learned and didn't learn in this business, and I put it in workshops and seminars taught by other veteran comedians to help comedians win. So you don't have to.
Tell us some of those comedians that you had last year.
Huh?
Tell us about some of the comedians you had last year.
Of course. Coco Brown comes and teaches how to go from stage to screen. Rodney Perry, teaches an amazing interactive improv class. Lamont Farrell, who's been a writer on a lot of sitcoms. He teaches a sitcom writing class. Another guy, Michael Mario Good, who's been on a lot of the Tyler Perry movies. He came and taught auditioning techniques. Very informative.
And that Megan Good cousin?
Probably, I think so.
Yeah. He said he was.
He said he was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was in and out. I was in and out. So
Okay.
he was referred to me by someone, and he was just
Oh,
amazing. And
yes, it
then
was.
Karen Cisse, she's been on The Walking Dead, and so these people are in the business and they don't mind giving back and teaching. And I got some new teachers coming, some new workshops and seminars and stuff. So basically, I'll do a brief rundown because I know we're going to replay. You're going to replay it on all your on formats. So August 28th, it starts with our meet and greet. And then we're going to have a bowling tournament at this place called Nitro. And it's got a racetrack, it's got bowling, and it's a fundraiser event to help raise money for comedians that are sick and shut in and that can't work. And then that evening is a pajama jammy jam pamper pizza party for female comedians only, is where we're going to talk shit about y'all. And we're going to talk about the business and stuff. We're going to have strippers and food and drinks, and it's a pajama jam. And we're gonna if you want to get massages and manicures and pedis and facials, waist trainers and makeup and all of that stuff, that's going to be at our pajama jam. And Atlanta female comedians can come and welcome the females that are coming from out of town to Atlanta. So it's just something for us to be able to do, because when I merged the convention and allowed men to come, the females felt left out. And so I said, well, okay, let's always have something for us. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll probably try to find something for y'all to do. Maybe y'all go to the strip club or something. There's a cigar bar somebody told me about, whatever.
Hey, don't be standing out on the screen. I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna go to church during that time.
Sunday, hallelujah. I'll send you over there to Creflo Dollar's church or Jamal Bryant, who's amazing. And so that's on Sunday. And then Monday is our professional development day, where you come and you can get your headshots done. You can get your EPK kit put together. You can get business cards, your website, your social media set up. And there will be some workshops, a mental illness class workshop. I'll do Heaven's Grocery Store, talking about eating healthy with Willie Lynch, who's amazing, and some other workshops. And then that evening is our Purple Carpet Celebrity Comedy Awards tribute, where I honor people in the business. So I'm honoring my girl, one of my mentors, Miss Thea Vidal. She's the first ever Black woman to have a sitcom in her name on a major network. Nobody has done that, and that was 1997. I'm honoring Toure Gordon. He's for promoter of the year. He's a comedian and promoter, does a lot of major shows and puts a lot of comedians on. He started at the Philly Laugh House, so he'll be getting an award. Angelo Sykes, who is for Comedy Club of the Year, who is the owner of the Uptown, and that's where all the workshops and seminars are going to be held in Hapeville at the Uptown. And I'm going to honor Earthquake for Comedian of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm working on some others. I also have an internet sensation comedian of the year that people vote for, and the winner will be announced at the actual award. So that's Monday night. And then Tuesday, Wednesday is more workshops and seminars going on all day, and then showcases at Atlanta's mainstream comedy clubs. And then Thursday is our farewell luncheon, where I give away my favorite things to people. And then we've just collaborated with the Philly Laugh House, and the winners of the showcases will get to perform on their Fresh Faces of Comedy on that Friday and Saturday at the Atlanta Virtual Studios. So that's something I haven't really announced yet. And they're also coming, and they got people that they're coming that are going to be interviewed and everything, and they're going to be on that show as well. So y'all come with your A game, and come to learn, come with an open mind and be patient. Bring your medication, okay? If y'all don't come with y'all meds this time, I promise you, when you walk in the door, I'm popping a Ritalin in your mouth and a CBD gummy. Y'all gonna calm down. Y'all not gonna be driving me crazy and everything. So Atlanta,
as a comedian, as you being a comedian and you say something like that, like you said this time, like, I mean, it just that was just brilliance in comedy. I just let y'all know. She said more than one thing at the same time. All right, I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I ain't mean to end your sermon.
You're fine. You're fine. And so I'm extending the early comics registration until Monday. And the only reason I'm extending it because I don't know how to go into the website and take it down yet.
Hey, I'm not gonna help her with that, y'all. So I'm gonna let it, marinate as long as possible. I was wondering why you turned the price at.
Yeah, I've extended it twice. This is my second time extending it because I got to figure out how to take it down and fix it. But by Tuesday, it'll be down, and then we go to regular registration, which goes up $50, and you get less stuff. So I suggest comedians go to comicsrockconvention.com and register. It is an amazing convention. It will change your comedy career. I promise you. The workshops and seminars alone, the award show was nothing short of a BET award show. It was so dope, and it was everything I envisioned it to be. And we looked good, and we spoke on the red carpets and a purple carpet because I'm sick of red carpet. Spoke on the carpet, and people looked good. We had fun. We danced. We sang to the songs. We had Tony Terry. I had my boy Deuce, who's a writer and singer of Gangsta Lean.
Yes.
And it was just so surreal. So this year I'm going to have
you had Lunel and you had
Lunel came through, and Bruce came through, and, and it was just amazing. So I'm working on it. Looking at doing it at the Atrium, which is in Stone Mountain. It's probably the oldest comedy club, oldest club in Atlanta. It's beautiful, and it's been around at least 30 years. And they used to do Comic View there. All the artists used to come there. It's a beautiful club. And so I was in Atlanta 2 weeks ago, walking some of the places and looking at places and making sure everything is up to par. And because, at the end of the day, Katash, when it's all said and done, it's my name on this. Amen. And I want people to come. I want them to be safe. Because you're coming because of me. So I feel responsible for you. And what something happens to you, then I got to call and tell your family you came to my convention and something happened to you. When they used to come to LA, I would tell them, I got all the weed you need. I got all the whatever your vice is, I got it for you. Ain't got to go out there looking for it. Don't be trying to go look for the gangs and stuff. You will get caught up with these niggas out here. Okay. They don't care if you're old, young, or whatever. They still gangbanging and acting stupid. And they're doing it in Atlanta as well. So I just want to make sure we're in a safe location. And just having, just the networking and the collaborations and just learning this business.
And and from that convention, I got long lasting relationships, including yourself, Tina Graham, Rodney Perry, people I can just call on the phone, and I'd be like, all right, so does this sound all right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, Rodney Perry. I remember going to a show, and I had a bunch of Russians there, and other. Yeah, I know you ain't even heard the story yet, right? A bunch of Russians and a bunch of other type of folk there. And I was like, would he understand this particular joke? And he gave me his advice, and it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like lasting relationships from there. Tina Graham just the other day. I was upset about something. I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. I saw somebody sent me a meme that was my joke, and I was like, oh my, I was hurt. And then she talked me down. She was like, well, when you said the joke, I heard it before. And I was like, but I came up with it myself. I was like, yeah, but people have parallel thinking. She says, it's the way you have it, is your personality that brings that joke out. So do your joke. And that did everything for me. So, you know what I'm saying? So y'all still going to hear my ADD joke. But
you got to think about it. We're all part of God's one mind.
Amen.
So the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. So you coming up with original things and original ideas. And my cousin had called me one time and she said, God gave me an original idea. And I had to correct her. I said, no, he didn't. He gave you an idea that was someone else's who didn't carry out the idea, and so he gave it to you to do. But there's nothing new under the sun. And so she's like, yeah, you're right. And so, when we had our riots of 92 here in LA, and we were on lockdown for like 4 days, we couldn't go out to the comedy clubs, we couldn't go nowhere. And when we finally did, we all rushed to the comedy clubs, and all of us had some of the same jokes, and we hadn't seen each other because we hadn't been on stage anywhere and stuff. So that's the brilliance of it all. So, Cedric said it best when comedians would do Comic View and they were like, I'm not gonna put my best material out here. I'm waiting for my HBO special. Like they was just giving them out and everything. And Cedric said, you came up with that material, you'll come up with some more, because this is a forever evolving business. Who you are when you first started, if you go back and look at some of them jokes, those are jokes you would never tell now because of who you are, and you've grown and you're older now and you've matured and you've had more experiences and stuff. So like Steve said, who you are at 40 is not going to be who you are at 50. Who you are at 50 is not going to be who you are at 60, because we're ever evolving and growing and should be. So, don't worry about that. Just keep doing you and just keep being brilliant. That's all you can do.
All right, we're going to do one more station identification, and then I got one more real hard question for you, and then we'll look and see if anybody got any more questions, because we got 11 minutes left. So we shall be right back. All right, are you ready for your hard question?
Yes, I had to drink some water on that one. Okay. What's my hard question?
I know what to do. I'm gonna make these joints longer, so we got like a whole 30 seconds or something, so we can all that good stuff. But I was gonna say, who is your top 5 comedians?
Of course, DL. Of course, DL Hughley.
Do you have to say that because that's your boy, or is that your top 5 for real?
I patterned myself after him. I held my drink in the hand. I held my drink in the hand like he did for years and years and stuff. So I patterned myself after him. Earthquake is one of my favorites. Lavelle Crawford is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle, of course, because of his brilliance. Cheryl Underwood is one of my favorites.
Wow.
Cheryl is one of my favorites still. Lunell is one of my favorites. We toured together. Lunell is one of my favorites. I love that she's a storyteller. I love her stories. They're brilliant and amazing. So, I could go on and on. Tony Roberts is one of my favorite comedians, in the world. Marcus Combs, Bo Peep. Tony Tone, Big Sean Jones. I have so many I could sit and watch them forever, and they make me laugh. Marvin Dixon, they make me laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, and they're just so brilliant. Don D.C. Curry, J. Anthony Brown. I love comedy and I love comedians, and that's part of the reason why I do this convention and stuff, because I love comedy and I love comedians.
Man, so you missed one name that I love that I thought you would say immediately. Ricky Smiley. I thought you was gonna say that on it.
Oh, not his raggedy ass. No, no.
No, you did. You got me choking. That ain't COVID. That ain't COVID cough, but you got me.
No, me and Ricky go back and forth like this. He didn't say some stuff about me, and now he's gonna let me come on the radio for my rebuttal. Yeah. So anywhere I go, I'm tearing his ass up.
I saw the jank on, oh my God, 2 days ago. I forgot to say something to you about it.
Okay.
Yo, he was talking about
it's a true story. It's a true
story. Huh?
It's a true story.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's true. It's true.
It was funny as crap. Yeah, if y'all knew Ricky Smiley is, check the Ricky Smiley show out. He got on YouTube and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna kill him dead. I'm gonna kill his ass dead when I see him. Okay, and he won't let me. Because Special K, when I saw him in Atlanta, he's like, "Hope you could call into the show and stuff." And then when I asked Special K about it, he's like, "Nah, they ain't said nothing." I said, "Oh yeah, Ricky, no, I got some secrets about his ass to the grave." Okay.
You said Lavelle Crawford, and that's one of my favorites too. Because he's so brilliant. I love that joke where he talks about milk and cookies, the Thundercats, and oh my gosh, that joke is so freaking brilliant. He repeated the same joke like 3 times, and it's funnier every time he say it. It was so good.
yeah, he's great.
Yes. And who else did you name? Who else did you name that that I totally identify with. Now my memory has dropped me. Oh, you said Earthquake. You said Earthquake, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's another one. That's another dude, man. And you say you're honoring him at the next convention?
Mm-hmm. I do his radio show. I do his radio show once a week. He's on Sirius Channel 96, Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud, Quake's House. I am the first lady of Quake's House, and he calls me Lucifer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We'll be on today, y'all, from 1 to 3 West Coast time. So it'll be on. It's on now. Probably you guys can listen to us clown.
Yes. So okay. Hold on. Let's see. This is my cousin right here. He said, "Remain true to yourself." Teresa, she's a big supporter. I mean, she support everything we do out here, man. White lady, rocking on our side. You know what I'm saying? And she said, "I love Lavelle Crawford, Earthquake, Sinbad." Oh yes, that is my dude. I love some Sinbad. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer. I've always liked Cedric. Bernie Mac, rest in peace. My bro David Kataz. I don't know who David Kataz is, but many.
She just typed it twice.
I'm just messing with her. Yes. So, do you have anything you want to say for the comedians out there? We got 5 minutes left, or anything you want to put out there before we get out of here?
Well, I'm coming to Virginia to do your show.
Yeah, she's coming to Virginia, y'all.
Yeah, what day is that on? Tell them about the show we're doing.
That is going to be on April 29th, and we also have a feature from Javon Pearson, who happens to be my possible cousin. You know what I'm saying? And that's another story for another day. But,
I've known Javon my whole comedy career. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to get him on here too. You know, to do.
He's got a lot of stories. He got a lot of stories.
I know he does. He sent me like 100 pictures of him and Bobby Brown and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and and then him doing movies and all. He's doing a whole lot. So
yeah, and stuff. So I'll be there at what is the call called?
It's called Scandals, and we're gonna be doing a lot of scandalous joking that night. And we got Charlie Mack coming. We got Buck Andrews, myself, and the headliner for the night. Y'all already know is Hope Flood, and she just gonna flood y'all with a lot of laughs. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yes, exactly. I'm excited. I already told my girlfriend I'm coming that way. I'm gonna hang out with her for a couple of days, and then ease on down the road and and just get back out on the road. So I'm trying to get back out on the road. I'm hosting a Female Comics Rock show tonight in Leimert Park at the old Comedy Act Theater. We call it the house that Robin Harris built. So I'm honored to be back on that stage again. That's this evening. And it's my show. I'm hosting it. I picked the girls personally that I want to work with. And I'm starting a new network on XOD Network. Y'all download it. And it's called Hope Flood Presents Female Comics Rock. It's the first ever 24-hour live streaming all female comedy channel. And so if any of you female comedians have content, skits, and stand-up comedy that you want to put on the network, let me know, and we can do a revenue share because we can put it up there for whatever price we want to. And this particular network, they have over 2 million subscribers. And there's 3 brothers that own this network. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited that they gave me my own channel. And so I'm looking for content from female comedians. It could be your stand-up, things that are already edited. It could, or get Katash to edit it for you. But it could be your stand-up, it could be your skits, it could be things that you're trying to get out there and stuff. We can do it. We can put it on the network and you can make money. We can figure it out. So even if we charge $199 times 1,000 people, that's some money, and I don't have a problem sharing some of that money with y'all. I'm not greedy like that. I just want us to have a good network. And so that's what we're going to do.
Hey, I was going to say, that's for you, Miss Kim Tucker, you, Tanja D, Donna, Donna Lewis. Yeah, that's all for y'all. Yeah, that's my girl. I love me some Donna Lewis. Yeah,
I just
she's
talked
gonna
to her
be
today.
You just finished talking to her today.
Mhm.
Yeah, Donna. And if y'all happen to see a female comedian on the network named Katasha, just no, it ain't me.
Okay. Okay. Did you just come out or something? What happened? What happened just now? Did you just come out the closet or something? What happened?
No.
Like I said, okay now. Mom, did you know this about your son? Did you know this?
You stupid. You know what's crazy? She called me while I was talking to her. I'm like, oh, Mom, why are you calling me when I'm on TV?
Yeah, you see me. I'm on here.
All right, well, any final words? Because we got a minute to go.
Oh, no. Just hopeflood.com, hope.flood on Instagram, comicsrockconvention.com, highhopes.biz, hatsbyhope.biz is my hats and t-shirts and my lip glitter line as well.
Awesome. And we just want to thank Hope Flood for coming through. Make sure y'all go to comicrockconvention.com. Also,
comics. You got to put an S in there.
Oh, no S, no plural.
Yes, S.
Oh, put an S in there. My fault. Comicsrockconvention.com.
Yes.
And if you haven't already subscribed to the UBSN TV channel, it's free. You can go on Amazon Fire Television or you can go on Roku. Go ahead and install it on your TV. It's free, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing and get some of this good laughter, man. We having a good time on the channel, and we want to get some of y'all up here too. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to the next interview, man. God bless y'all. Thank you, Hope Flood, and peace.